Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson, and here's a look at the latest from the Dove newsroom. President-elect Donald Trump is warning that companies are not going to leave the United States anymore without consequences. He says companies leaving will be taxed very heavily at the U.S. border. Now, Trump spoke at the Carrier Indianapolis factory, where he says he helped prevent hundreds of jobs from moving to Mexico. Vice President-elect Mike Pence says it was a joint agreement that saved those jobs.
He made the case for America, and Carrier decided to bet on a brighter future for the American people, and we are grateful from the bottom of our hearts.
Trump said that the Carrier plant that more than 1,100 jobs will be maintained there, but there are still hundreds of workers who are still set to lose their jobs. State of emergency declared by Tennessee's Governor Bill Haslam, and it remains in effect today. It's an effort to expedite aid to victims of wildfires and storms ravaging the eastern part of the state. Fires killed at least 11 and destroyed hundreds of buildings in Gatlinburg, where residents will get their first look at the aftermath today. Heavy fighting continues in the war-torn city of Aleppo. This even after artillery rounds killed 26 civilians, including 7 children. Syrian military media claims government forces captured a new district from rebels in eastern Aleppo. Airstrikes and rocket attacks continue to pound the area. Casualties are mounting, and safe areas are getting harder and harder to find. Neither residents nor rebels of opposition-held districts heeded calls from Syria's army in Moscow to leave during the ceasefire after weeks of devastating bombardment and a 3-month government siege. Of the 10,000 or so known diseases in the world, there are treatments for only about 500 of them. The cost and time associated with conducting clinical trials are at an all-time high. A landmark bill moved through the House, supported by Oregon Representative Greg Walden, and that could help speed up the process. The 21st Century Cures Act will boost medical research and streamline approval processes for new treatments. Walden praised the benefits of that plan.
There are critical reforms and improvements on mental health and substance abuse programs, as we've heard. These changes will help people all across America, and certainly in Oregon. A Medford resident, Justin, overcame his own battle with addiction through a dual diagnosis treatment program that dealt with the underlying issues fueling addiction, instead of just sort of a Band-Aid approach to his symptoms. So these are the kinds of ideas coming from our folks back home. They're now incorporated in legislation.
Now, the bill represents an agreement between House and Senate leaders. After receiving strong support in the House, the bill now heads to the Senate for final approval, expected in the next day or so. Well, let's take a look at the weather scene and what we can expect for Northern California and Wairika. Mostly sunny and 45, warming up to 52 and sunny tomorrow. Then expect rain on Sunday with snow flurries continuing into Monday and Tuesday. As we move into the Klamath Basin area, 38 today for the high, 45 tomorrow. Rain and snow flurries on Sunday, coming back with mostly sunny skies on Monday. As we move along the Oregon coastal area, good chance for rain today with a high of 51. Clearing tomorrow with a high of 54. Rain coming back in on Sunday and Monday. As we head into the central Oregon area, Bend, 42 today, and it looks like a slight chance of rain. Clearing somewhat tomorrow, rain coming back in on Sunday with possible snow flurries. In the Portland metro area, rain from now through Monday with clearing skies on Tuesday and mostly sunny and 42. And for southern Oregon in the Medford area, mostly sunny, 46 today, 52 tomorrow. Rain and snow flurries possible on Sunday. That's news and weather here on the Dove.